Nigeria, that Canada does not cover hospital, anything to do with the hospital. And I'm like, I'm not telling Canada to pay my hospital bill. I can afford it. I just want Canada. I just want the High Commissioner to help me talk to the traveling agency that I'm a Canadian citizen, so they can take me back and take me home, bring me home. I was ready to pay for it. I wasn't asking for them to pay for it. But I didn't get the support that I was expecting or I envisaged to get. But that's okay. Yeah. So, but I felt abandoned by my counselor. Yes. And by family members who mistreated and abused me. Family members who stole my money, tried to take everything I have worked for more than 3 decades that I've been in the West. Oh yes. Some of them did not even bother to come and see me for months. For all the months I was hospitalized and dying, fighting for my life, bedridden. They didn't come to see me. And that these are people I love with my heart. With all my heart. In fact, I do not wish what happened to me to happen to even the worst person in this planet Earth. No, I do not. I do not. I was stranded in Nigeria for over 4 months. When all hopes were gone, and I had thought I wasn't going to make it back alive. My dear, God came through for me. God came through for me. Couple of dear ones, people who felt my life was valid. People who have touched their life in one way or the other. People who decided to show me kindness. They came together for me to support my return to Canada. And someone had to fly all the way from Canada to Nigeria to accompany me back, which I'm so grateful for, and I don't take it lightly, for that help and sacrifice that they made. I pray God continue to bless them. So fellows, like I said, this is just a summary. Okay, my full story is in YouTube. It's from part 1 to I think it's part 1 to 8. It's quite long. So if you have time, you can go watch the full story. But these are just summary of what happened for folks who are unable to sit down and watch the full story, okay? So getting to Canada, there was just lots of hot, things going on. But God is always merciful. God never leaves his loved ones or his children. Never. God is the only one that would never abandon you. So I arrived here in Canada and I was immediately rushed to the hospital with an ambulance from the airport. So from the airport, they rushed me to the hospital where I stayed for 8 months, making my hospital journey a total of 1 year. From the Nigerian hospital, the one I stayed in Canada, the rehab, everything is like a year and a month. From one hospital to another. Again, prior to this incident, I have never slept overnight. Not even for once in a hospital bed. All my life. And I'm in my big 5 era. I've never slept in a hospital bed. The only time I ever stayed in the hospital was becoming a mom. And it was normal delivery. It was just 2-3 days. I left. Never have I gone to the hospital because I was sick. Never. I ended up going from one hospital to another for 1 year. Well, I continue to fight for my life. The hospital here in Canada is not perfect. It's not. But it was a far cry from where I was coming from. But I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's perfect. It's not. We have our own shortcomings too, and I know we can do better. Here, in the hospital here, I went through rigorous medical investigations and even a second opinion for months, and yet my prognosis was not conclusive. As I speak with you, they said nothing is wrong with me. Everything they have suspected, oh, maybe it's TB of the spine, maybe it was latent, oh, maybe it's this, nothing is conclusive. So I was told, like I said, it could be a latent TB of the spine, and as a result, I'm not tetraplegic. So my injury is C4 to 6, for those who understand. And with a stage 4 pressure wound, my heart was broken. Oh yes. All alone and bedridden. People, God. At this stage, I was begging God to take my life. Because no matter the tolerance, no matter how strong, no matter how a warrior, a fighter you've been, sometimes we are human beings and we become vulnerable. I got tired. I told God, if you're not going to take me out of this bed, let me die. There was no need for me to just be feeling every day like I had one leg in the land of the dead and I had one leg in the land of the living. Please take me. What sense does it make for me to be here and going through all these pains? I was crying day in and day out, begging God to take me. Without any family member here to support me. No family member to lean on for support. Friends who totally forgot I existed. I was all by myself. I felt like someone who fell from heaven to the world all alone. Though I had one or two persons who stopped by occasionally to see me when they could, but it was just a journey of total abandonment by loved ones, by people